His name was Henry Nowak. He was 18 years old, a first-year university student, a son, a young man with his whole life ahead of him. And on the night of the 3rd of December 2025, he was failed catastrophically at every turn. Henry was walking near Belmont Road in Southampton when he crossed paths with 23-year-old Vikram Digwa. A verbal altercation broke out. Henry filmed it on his phone. Digwa walked away and then came back and stabbed Henry Nowak 5 times. When police arrived, Digwa did something that would change the entire course of what followed. He lied. He told officers that Henry had racially abused him, that Henry was the aggressor, and the police believed him. What happened next has shocked the entire nation. Body cam footage, released this week, shows officers approaching Henry Nowak as he lay on the ground, bleeding, unable to move. They handcuffed him, as he told them he had been stabbed, as he told them he couldn't breathe. One officer, hearing Henry say he had been stabbed, responded, and these are his exact words. "You've been stabbed? Whereabouts?" "I don't think you have, mate." Henry Nowak died shortly afterwards. Vikram Digwa stood trial and was convicted of murder on the 28th of May 2026. His mother was convicted of assisting an offender. The judge rejected every claim Digwa made, that Henry had been racist, that he had acted in self-defense. The court found those allegations were fabricated. Digwa was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 21 years, but the body cam footage changed everything. Britain erupted. Protests broke out outside Southampton's Central Police Station. Riots followed on Tuesday night. The images of a dying teenager in handcuffs, crying out that he couldn't breathe, drew immediate comparisons to cases that had sparked global outcry before. Now a second crisis has emerged around the case. Far-right figures, including politicians, have seized on Henry's death to push a narrative of two-tier policing, that the police treated Henry differently because of who his attacker was. His own father has stepped forward and pleaded with the public, begging that his son's death not be used to spread hatred or division. A father, grieving, having to defend his murdered child's memory from being weaponized. The questions this case raises are serious, and they demand serious answers. Why did police believe the attacker over the victim? Why was a dying boy handcuffed before anyone checked if he was actually injured? And what does this say about the training, the instincts, and the systems that are supposed to protect the public? Henry Nowak was careful and principled, full of humor, warmth, and promise. Those were the judge's words at sentencing. He deserved better. From his attacker, from the officers who arrived that night, and from a country that must now look honestly at what went wrong. This is Infinity News.